Whew. First of all, let me preface this by saying I am shooting this video, which I normally do, but I'll also I'm not going to edit the video. It's just going to be a straight video. Any mistake that's in it is going to be the mistake that's in it because my husband is on the road back to work. So I can't edit the video because I don't know how to edit videos. He edits all my videos. I'm just going to upload it. We're going to start right now. We're going to pray, Father God, that I get through this without any mistakes. I probably won't because that's just me. But anyway, this video is for my regular YouTubers. It's not for people new to my channel. You probably won't find this interesting, but I did this quick little chit chat video to say, if you saw my video yesterday, thank you. And there's a reason I uploaded that video on Wednesday, and it's because I thought it was Thursday all day. I thought it was Thursday all day until I sat down like I normally do after the video uploads about 15 minutes later, and I started going through the comments and replying and stuff. And Angie B said something about, did I miss something? Is it today is Wednesday? It's not Thursday. I had to pull out the calendar, and that's when I knew it was Wednesday and not Thursday at about 5:15, 5:30 yesterday. That is how busy my life is right now. You could not tell me yesterday it wasn't Thursday all day yesterday. I was get the video ready, description page, thumbnail, and all done. Whew, upload and publish. I thought it was Thursday all day long yesterday. And the reason I thought it was Thursday because I just got so much going on. And I work from home, so I'm not I'm not clocking in on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday schedule. It's just, and as the matriarch of my little bitty family, you know, anything that affects my family, if they're busy, then anything that affects them, it affects me. And there's something going on with almost everybody. My husband is a pilot, if you don't know, and he had his yearly check ride where there's a verbal test, and then there's a literal test, flying test, and he's flying at night for 30 to 45 minutes to an hour, and he's asked to do certain maneuvers and that sort of thing. But somehow yesterday the plane didn't work, and he and I both said, he said it and then I agreed with him. There's probably a reason the plane didn't work. Something was wrong with, there was a wire in there and he couldn't fly, so he did great on the verbal test. So we're just thankful. God, thank you. If you didn't want him to fly, we didn't want him to fly. That was going on with him. My daughter has a lot going on because she has a lot going on, and I stay there. You know, I in turn have a lot going on. I'm not allowed to speak about what she has going on. She's not pregnant. She's not having any more children. I'm not allowed to talk about it. I'll talk about it next week. But the hint is it has a lot to do with crimson and red. That's all I'm allowed to say. We'll talk about that next week. So a lot of her responsibilities when it comes to picking up the children, sometimes it's fallen on me for the last 6 weeks. So I've been picking up and going to baseball games and doing pickups for the grandkids, which is amazing. I always love spending time with my grandkids. And then my oldest son is graduating next month. Y'all seen Owen. He's graduating next month. And so we're trying to guide him as to what to do, college, military. And so we're kind of looking at Air Force, because when I tell you, he is probably one of the most intelligent young men I've ever met in my life. He's so much like his father. He loves everything about aeronautics and computers, and he's just very, very intelligent. So we're thinking Air Force, let the Air Force pay for you to go to school, because of course he wants to fly like his father flies. And so I've just had a lot going on. And it was just in a good way, not in a bad way, just in a busy, good way. It could be bad, but it's not. It's just in a busy, good way. And so that's all I wanted to talk about. And two more things about the macaroni and cheese contest. Okay, the young man did not show up with his macaroni and cheese. How you challenge someone to a macaroni and cheese contest and then you don't show up? Anyway, the next day or the day after, I still had some left. So Owen took some to work. And of course, it doesn't look the same as it did the day you baked it. So his friend looked at his, because he brought it in fresh, and said, oh, it's probably going to taste better than Owen's, which was mine. I don't know how. Of course it did not. And then yesterday, Owen was on the phone with him, and he put me on speakerphone, and he asked me, what did I put in my macaroni and cheese? Because when he ate it, he could tell something was going on. And I said, you know, I'm 52, he's 30. Listen, I answered the question with a question. Well, what do you put in your macaroni and cheese, young man? This boy, this boy said, well, I use Velveeta cheese, salt, pepper, milk, and I don't know what he said after that because I was already laughing so loud I couldn't hear the rest of the sentence. I started laughing. Then my husband in the hallway, he started laughing. Orange started laughing. Even then he stopped and started laughing. We were all laughing. I said, I know you did not challenge someone to a macaroni and cheese contest and all you use is Velveeta cheese in your macaroni and cheese. Don't you ever. Don't you ever. As a matter of fact, do not make macaroni and cheese with Velveeta cheese. Then I told him what I put in mine. And I told him that taste that he was tasting was called flavor. It's called experience. It's called cooking. I don't have an exact recipe for my macaroni and cheese. I've never used measuring cups. I kind of put stuff in, and when the ancestors tell me to stop, I stop. But the next time I make something, I'm gonna try to measure everything so I can get a recipe together. But I can tell you what I do. When I cook my noodles, I cook them in Lowry seasoned salt. I put Lowry seasoned salt in the water, so when the noodles come out of the water, they're already seasoned, they already taste nice. Then I add my butter, usually about a whole stick to 3/4 a stick of butter on top of that. And then I put pepper on that. I don't add any more salt because the cheese has salt in it. And I can be honest and say that my macaroni and cheese always lacks a little salt. It does. But I'd rather have not enough than too much, where you can add a little bit. And then I put a lot of black pepper and stir it up, and I let that cool down because I don't want the eggs and the milk to cook when I put it right on. I want the eggs to scramble when I put it on the pasta. And that pasta already tastes really good. But I use a smoked cheese. What doesn't matter if I can find it. But this macaroni and cheese that I made for this contest had smoked Guyre, G-U-Y-R-E, something, whatever that is. Then I also had some smoked Gouda. So I always use a smoked cheese. Most of the time it's smoked Gouda. I don't know how we ended up with that other smoked cheese. My husband probably had it. And then I always use a pepper jack cheese, a mild cheddar, and a sharp cheddar, and eggs and butter. I don't make a cream sauce because that's not the way my mother makes hers. We chop everything up and put the cheese in there and stir it up, and then it bakes. And it's baking basically so the eggs will cook and the cheese will melt and everything just kind of melds together because the pasta is already cooked. But that's what I put in my macaroni and cheese. I already knew he was not going to win that contest. I can't believe he challenged me to a macaroni and cheese contest with the Velveeta cheese. Okay, and the last thing is my Poshmark. Hopefully I'll have some stuff up on there soon. I'm going to take some time. Today is Thursday. Today, so the rest of today, tomorrow, this weekend, I'm try to get the rest of my closet cleaned out and get some stuff switched over and take the rest of the pictures upload. So hopefully by Monday, I'll have some items listed on my Poshmark. And I don't want anything to be over $15, $20 max. I just don't, but I don't want to make it so cheap that it's not worth me going to the, driving all the way down to the post office. So everything will probably be between $10 and $20. That being said, I'm not selling anything really expensive. I'm not selling any of my purses. I have a daughter, so she'll get all of my purses. Some shoes I think I have, but other than that, I don't think I'll have anything over $20. And that is it for this quick little chit chat. All right, it's raining outside, and I want y'all to have a blessed day. Remember, my husband did not edit this video. I'm gonna try to put some music to it though. Let's see what I can do. All right, have a great day. Bye bye.